Welcome back to another video with Gossip with Gramz Yungn. I want to go ahead and introduce my personal partner right here, Dinero.
Trap. You already know, man. Shout out Gramz. I'm ready to talk about it.
Tell them exactly where you're from, what you do, and what you about.
For sure. Well, for y'all that don't know me, my name is Dinero. Instagram, TRAPDINERO 448. I'm the brand owner of Safe Plays Only. Safe Plays, like not place, because some people be getting it miscrewed, but Safe Plays Only brand owner. I manage a couple artists. I used to be an artist myself. Some people know me from She Life TV. I'm from Charlotte. I've been grinding for a long time. Used to be in the music group, all types of stuff. So you just got to follow the movement and get to know more about me.
You got motion. You got motion. If that should have been her answer. Like, I'm trapped and I got motion. That's all y'all need to know. If you follow her, you'll see exactly what she got going on, bro. Cause I follow you.
Yeah, for sure.
I be sitting back watching and you'll hop on live. It'd be like 9 a.m, Trap on there like, yo, what up? Hyping everybody up. Got people on there freestyling, like ready to sponsor people. Like, you got a lot of motion, bro.
Nah, for sure. Like, for sure. We outside. I mean, like I said, I've been doing it before people was doing it to get in for clout. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And shit, it's the wave. And the wave caused the motion.
Facts.
Without the wave, it will be no motion. So we the wave.
Exactly. Now, do you feel like COVID brought out people's inner hustler? Because, you know, back when COVID hit, everybody was just like sitting down, like in the house, trying to figure themselves out. So do you feel like that played a major part in all these black businesses and millionaires?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like COVID had to bring it out of you. COVID made or broke you, feel me? Because at the end of the day, you see who's the who's. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, COVID brought a new wave of new people, and it's kind of like the ones who washed up on the shore, that shell stayed there.
Facts.
Someone went back with the water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Caught the wave.
You know, the PPP went back with the water.
They caught that wave.
But for the ones who still running and still striving, trying to make the best of what it is, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I feel like we needed it, but it kind of messed the world up, but that's another story.
Yo, nah, bring that shit back up. I feel like COVID, we both gonna name one thing that COVID did that was a con and not a pro. I feel like with customer service these days, because of COVID, it made people because we had to go mobile with everything, like stores was closing down, so you had to order a person to come bring you food. And you didn't have access to a lot. So during COVID time, nothing but little kids at work.
Nah, for sure.
And they were talking to you crazy.
That's because ain't nobody had to work around that time.
Exactly.
There was so much money being put out there. And for the people who knew how to either A, get in position to make the money, you either made it, or B, you were spending it. Mm-hmm. So you pick your poison.
Facts.
And now some people made money throughout the pandemic. It might be still going on. The people who made money gonna still know how to rise above. You might not make the most money, but being that you made money around that time because it was so much floating.
Now you know how to tap in.
Now you know how to tap in. And some people got to feel the money. They never had a feel of it before, and now they can't get it again. So it's like, I say, make the best or the worst of a person.
Facts. Shit, I know that when it came to just, for me, I was sitting in the house and I was like, yo, I got to do something. I got to find, I realized that I really ain't had no motion during COVID. I mean, I was doing YouTube. I was doing like what I needed to do to make money and stuff. But it was like I didn't have nothing that said me, that said Gramz. Like, it was more so just everything was shared. So during COVID, I was like, yo, I'm about to start my clothing line. I started thinking about the brand, I just started dropping shit. I just started doing. COVID made people do it.
COVID made people align. Mm-hmm. COVID made you get in check.
Facts.
COVID had you sitting in a house to where if you ain't never been locked up, to where you're in a space to where you got to center yourself and figure it out to where
be still.
You know what I'm saying? So
it was needed.
It was
because
it brought out some good creators, and I'm glad that COVID shook your world, because if it wasn't that, I wouldn't even be able to see that creative side of you.
Facts.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's much
yeah.
needed.
But you know, really, what drove me to be more creative too, though, the fact that I wanted to stand out. So, what do you do for your brand that separates you from the rest?
I feel like I don't want to sound cocky, but when you create the wave, you are the
You are
wave.
the wave.
And when you're authentic and you're just being your authentic self and you're being you and not trying to be like everybody else or watching people and you just creating something different, you're already gonna stand out because you being yourself.
Facts.
If you wake up and you're trying to be like somebody, or if I wake up and I try to partake into what the rest of the world is doing, I'm gonna get caught up in the mix.
Yeah. And then what if the person that you look up to ain't doing what they doing no more? Now you lost. Now you like, hold on, wait, I was only doing this because you was doing this. You ain't doing this no more. What I'm gonna do?
I just said that the other day. Don't let a lost person give you direction.
I seen that. That should be different. That's clutch my
goddamn. Let a lost person give you direction.
Yo.
Because I used to be one of those people who asks a lot of questions to different people just to see what they feel. Even when it comes to new ideas with me. And the wrong energy can stir you in the wrong way.
Facts. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You might just be asking a simple question for advice. And that person
tell you to go a whole different way.
You know
now
what I'm
your
saying?
ass all the way over
right there.
And you were right there at the gold mine, right there.
You done took a detour. Listen to this man.
Facts. Facts.
Your exit was next.
And then your ass down here, goddamn.
Nah, you lost.
At a dead end, sad, lost, and confused.
I was just one of them people who always grinded. I'm gonna say it like this: if you a person who got a vision, you're gonna get exactly what I'm saying. What's understood don't need to be explained. I was a person who would find my direction or I'll find my location before GPS when niggas use maps.
Facts. Okay.
Some people never get there.
Facts.
Now that the GPS is intact, it's easy for everybody to make it.
Nah,
but when you had to read that map,
you remember the landmarks. You remember them.
You remember when you said you go down there, you make a left, you're gonna see Bank of America. And you
had to remember
it in
your
head.
You had to remember it. Yo.
Everybody ain't built to remember step by step on how to get there.
Facts.
So every day we listening to thousands of people on the internet misguiding because of a platform to make money. Like church. Y'all talk about the church and how the preachers mislead you, but you're being misled every day on the internet.
Facts. Because
that's the new church.
By niggas' Instagram. Niggas goddamn post a Big Mac.
You worshiping the wrong thing, man.
You vegan, but you like this person so much they done convince you to start eating this Big Mac. People just be falling for anything. When you stand for nothing, you fall for anything.
No, for sure.
Sometimes you gotta have your own wave. So when the fucking sure is still, you still moving.
No, for sure.
But me personally, I feel like while we on the topic of waves, I feel like people are just jacking people waves these days. Like they really like going off of somebody else's idea, adding their little funk to it, but still riding other people's shit. And when it comes to brands and business, like that shit is not okay these days, for real. It's okay if you see an outfit I got on and you go buy that outfit and you rock that outfit. But if you over here got seeing something I made with my brand and you go remake it and then make it your own and then try to sell your crowd on what I created, we have a major goddamn problem. And that's what I'm seeing these days when it comes to these brands.
There's no creativity. It's just a bunch of monkey see, monkey do's. They feel like, oh, this person getting this type of attention or this type of money off of this. Let me try to do the same thing. And it makes the game oversaturated. When really you was a standstill guy in the middle of the ocean until that wave came and pushed you a little bit up. You know what I'm saying? You had no one on your boat that was gonna paddle. You know what I'm saying? Which was the team. But at the end of the day, that's not it. Like the who's gonna. It's oversaturated, but the ones who really gonna come out regardless if they're being overlooked or if people trying to steal idea, because it's not just people that stealing ideas, major companies, just major brands.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? My brand being duplicated. You know what I'm saying? My chains is.
Yo, I
seeing niggas
seen
with the
that.
chains on. I ain't even never
Met
seen.
before, and
But
you ain't see they order come on the website.
no, for sure, I
Like,
know it didn't.
I ain't
You know
shipped
what
that
I'm
to you,
saying?
bro. I know what cities
But
I'm working out of.
you can't. If you that diamond in the dirt, I don't care where you from. Like everybody gonna keep kicking you and fumbling through. You know what I'm saying? The dirt and just trying to get you lost in the bottom of that pile versus just bringing you up when they know you shining.
Facts.
They won't pick you up.
Facts.
So eventually, to make a diamond, it has to go through the fire. Pressure. Pressure bust pipes. Yes. Apply that pressure. That's what I always tell people. People ask me, how can I do it like you? How can I do it? Don't focus on me. Focus on the vision. You too much focused on me. You taking my energy.
Facts. Yo, for real. Like when you stick to your purpose, when shit starts getting cloudy, you're still gonna find your way through the darkness. For real, for real.
Nah,
because
for real.
I like really been in the darkest situations, and like I don't use the D word, depressed. I don't use it at all I don't refer to it when I'm talking about myself ever. But I feel like I was in my darkest moment, like my darkest times, like within the last 2.5, 3 years. And I didn't even realize it because I was so focused on building my brand. And I remembered my why. If you remember your why, you gonna get exactly where you going, because like that's your direction. People be looking for other people to give them a why. No, you have to visualize, you have to dream it, and you got to remember your dream and what you originally stood on, and stand on that shit for the rest of like your journey.
I'm saying, I feel like having a vision is created in the dark. Because when you dream, you close your eyes. You can dream with your eyes open, but you still, it's dark. A dream is dark. So you're the only person that can see the dream, even when sometimes you wake up from dreaming and you don't remember it. When you're the only person that can see a dream or a vision, it creates something. It's like me when I was young. I was at I was raised in an environment I knew I didn't fit in. But that's the card I was dealt. But when you know you got fire within you, I knew all the time, as even when I played basketball or I did this or I did whatever I did, I knew I was the best. Like you can't beat me. You can't beat me.
Right.
People was like, oh, you did it, you did it. No, you just can't beat me. That's just how I looked at it.
Facts.
I feel like I'm number one when it comes to bringing the ball up the court or calling the play, or because I seen the vision when nobody didn't see it.
Facts.
And I stood on that, and I stood behind it. And a lot of people don't stand behind their vision. They don't believe in it because they can't get another person to persuade a believer. So my thought was always, make that doubter a believer. And you got one. You got two. No, playing a game. It's a numbers game. Once you outdoing yourself, we be so focused on the big picture, trying to get A to Z real quick versus showing homage to yourself sometimes, and the levels and the things that you've accomplished, that you don't even be so wrapped up in the grind and trying to make it to be this person that you know the ending person is supposed to be, that you don't show gratitude amongst the way.
You know what that is? People always setting their goals after they succeed one. So it's like, I got a new goal. Once I meet that goal, I'm going to set another goal. But if you don't take time to stop and appreciate and be thankful and grateful and to celebrate yourself,
and you said that the other day, lost. I'm clapping for the parts of me
that nobody clap for. For real. That's real.
And that was hard. I felt that. It touched me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing it lately. You feel me? Like, I know people who were supposed to clap that didn't. That's a feeling itself.
Facts.
That's hate, whether you know it or not, whether you want to accept it or not. You're supposed to be the first loud of applaud in the room. But once you, like, when you are creating and you're a creator and you learn to not look for the people you think supposed to clap for you clapping, then you won't give a fuck. And when you learn not to give a fuck, when you learn not to give a fuck,
you a deadly person. You dangerous to people. For real. A person that don't give a fuck.
A person who don't give a fuck about a hand of applause. And when you say you clapping for yourself in the places where nobody clap,
Yeah.
Man, I felt that wholeheartedly.
Yo,
Only the real can relate.
only the real, bro. Only people who went through
Only the
the
real can
toughest of the
relate to
toughest
certain things,
situations.
man. Like, I'm not a hater. I don't have a hate bone in my body. That means I hate myself.
Right.
Shout out to Frank. He said that. For real, like, I don't hate on people. Like, so when people say things, or if it's real, it's real. You know what I'm saying? No matter who it's coming from, sometimes it can come from a junkie or a homeless person. They say some of the realest things too sometimes. But you just gotta interpret those real, because sometimes you look for the real into people who ain't even real.
Who ain't got it. And you know what? That's like beating a dead horse. And I use this analogy all the time on people. It's like, if I speak Spanish and you speak nothing but English, trying to get me to understand your vision, understand you, and you talking to me in a language I don't understand, it's like we setting ourselves up for failure. So I taught myself not to expect nothing from nobody. I lowered my expectations, raised my standards, and now I feel like everybody like is just different. And I feel, and I a lot of times I felt alone, because I'm like, damn, don't nobody get me, don't nobody move how I move, ain't nobody happy. Like, I'm the type of person that literally like take a step back from what I'm doing to help somebody else up the ladder, and I ain't even up the ladder yet. And that's my problem. So I just be reminding myself, like, yo, you the shit, regardless of where you are in life, where you have been, where you're heading. Like, take the time to appreciate and love yourself and be grateful for how far you come, because only we know what we've been through.
For sure.
Don't nobody understand us for real.
That's just a part of being a leader. Leaders build other leaders up.
Facts.
Even sometimes you might not be in. So it's like pulling the person up a ladder. But sometimes the same person, you pull up the ladder while you down, and it's time for you to come up. They'll snatch the ladder. They'll snatch the ladder up. Yep. So you can't get on it no more.
Yep. And you got to be ready for that. You got to be mentally prepared for that, because there's a lot of people like that that'll ride your coattail up the ladder.
Not for sure.
And then you like, you like, yo, come on, bro, I got you. Yeah. Yep.
Not for sure. So that's a place, that's an area you'll beat yourself up in, because I know what that feel like. You know what I'm saying? I know what that feel like. People scared to talk about stuff like that.
Yeah, man. People don't want to open up. They want to act like they hard. And I be real with myself. And like you said, I grew up in an environment where I kind of felt like I knew I didn't belong, because I always seen the star in me. And everybody always told me, like, I see, it's just something about you. Like, when I was like 8 and 9 years old, the people I was hanging with were like in their 50s and 60s. My best friend was 65 years old. Older white lady, did 10 years in jail.
No, for sure.
And I met her when she moved downstairs from us. She was fresh out of jail. And I was kicking with her every day. She was just teaching me, giving me game. And I'm young. And I ain't understand why I was soaking all this up. And it prepared me for these days we living in. And
for sure.
Friendships.
For sure.
But yeah, bro, we didn't talk about all that motion you got. And you did speak on appreciating yourself while we was on the topic. I swear it says it on this paper too. That I was gonna ask you, do you celebrate yourself? Because you done did some big shit. Like, you done got Big Boogie in your safe plays only. You got Black Youngster rocking your shit. Like, did you take time to celebrate that? Because that's big things. You know,
I ain't gonna lie.
Kill to do that.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I haven't really got wrapped up in the celebration, because I mean, a lot of people would kill for that. And I show gratitude to self, and not just to me, because I don't praise myself. I give God thanks every week. So, like, without him, every day, I say every week, but like I pray, you feel me? Like, I thank God, like, literally, you know what I'm saying? So I haven't really celebrated though, like bottle popping, going crazy. I just kept grinding, because I feel like if I get wrapped up in the celebration or just the moment, then I might get content with just that.
Right.
And I feel like it don't stop here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you'll keep accomplishing shit just to celebrate that way.
Just to celebrate, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't want to get wrapped up in that right now, because at the end of the day, I got a bigger celebration.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's coming. Like, the bigger celebration is coming. So I showed myself gratitude. I showed the brand gratitude. It actually shook my world a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I already have things going on with the brand as far as us getting bigger. the
Right.
brand getting bigger than me in places.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Fact.
I just look at it and amaze me sometimes, and I just feel like God using me in the brand to just show people who,
Their own light.
like, you know what I'm saying, like it's just different.
Right.
It's something I can't explain
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. You feel me? Like, just
I
keep
get it.
working. I just can't get too happy. Like, all the times I got too happy, it's like nothing lasts forever. You feel me? So it's just for the moment. Clap, celebrate, boom, keep going.
Back to
Clap,
work.
celebrate, keep going. Boom, boom. But I do need time to rest. Feel me?
Mhm.
I would say anybody who working hard, take that time to celebrate yourself.
Right.
Take that time out to rest and look at what you achieved and accomplished, and show yourself gratitude. Like, you deserve it. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Pat your own back.
You.
You know what I'm saying? Clap your own hands.
Well, I'm clapping for you, bro,
I
because
appreciate
you
you.
be doing it big, man. I be sitting back just watching, and then I even like when I first met you, when we first sat down and had our first talk. Like, I learned so much from you, so I can imagine what people learn from you that you actually work with, that pick your brain, and the people that hang around you. Like, I know if they're anything like me, they around just to soak up
Not for sure.
and understand themselves better, because you
Not
do
for
help
sure.
people understand where they lack at. Because I remember like having a conversation with you, and I found so many flaws within myself. I'm like, oh shit, I do this too. I do that. I'm like, oh shit, let me straighten up my act.
Nah, that's real.
So you definitely have a light about you,
That's
bro.
real,
That's just
bro.
real shit.
That's real.
But my next question is, are you driven by relationships, money, or success?
That's a good question. That's a great question. Money will never come first.
Yeah.
Like, in my world, it was once upon a time where it did, and everything that I wanted, I got. No matter if it was on a huge scale or a small scale,
Right.
I've always accomplished things. And like, I had to think about that the other day. Like, what's really being broke? Because I know some real broke niggas
Mm-hmm. With money.
with money.
With money. I knew that was coming.
I
I
some
knew
broke
that was
niggas for
coming.
money, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And I know some people who might not be big, but they good in their life. They don't have to be big. They happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they bills paid. They straight. So sometimes you be caught up in a race that's never ending. Cause
Right.
shit, you don't know when the millions gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be chasing money, and it's like a fishing rod on your head with the dollar.
And that
you
shit
just
gotta be quicker than that.
chasing it. Yeah.
Gotta be quicker than that.
But when I learn to attract, I always get.
Facts.
No matter what it is, it could be a small blessing or a huge one. I don't go without. Put it like that.
Facts.
Whether if it's a job come through or a sale being made, or you might be worried about your next week or your next months, and you don't even know that it's already done.
It's already handled. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a job came through.
Manifest.
So I don't really worry about money. I would never say that. I focus more so on
I feel like money's an energy. That's why.
Yeah, money is an energy.
Not an object.
I feel the same.
When you,
I used to chase that money now.
word, the
I was
object.
chasing the hell out of it.
Yeah.
It ain't had legs.
Right.
That shit was right there next to me. You know what I'm saying? So it started
You just
coming, and I started getting
attract
more. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I ain't got all the money in the world on what I want and on what I know I deserve. But that's because God gave me what I can handle at the time.
Facts.
He give you too much, you show off.
Right.
He give you
gonna
too
be
much,
celebrating.
you be celebrating. It ain't time to celebrate.
Right.
I need you to struggle a little bit more on this level of struggle.
Because you're gonna learn so much in this struggle.
Yeah, and you're gonna be ready for that big bag.
Because when this big bag get here,
yeah, for sure,
you're gonna be ready to.
Sure.
You're gonna do what you're supposed
That's the journey.
to
That's
do
the process,
with it.
And I love it now because now I prepare myself for the bigger blessing. You know what I'm saying? I get to work on me. Yeah. I get to rest a little bit sometimes. Because I know that the money gonna come.
Right, regardless.
When you're chasing it, sometimes you don't get to focus on you. You get to enjoy yourself or self-care for yourself because you're too focused on trying to get some money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The female's gonna come when you get the bag. Everything you need come when you get the bag, but you gotta have that plan first. Right. But my ending point on why I grind the way I do is just because just what I'm leaving behind as far as not only the brand, like my nephews, my nieces, like my family, they're gonna have something to live off of to say we did that, not just trap.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's us. You feel me? Like, that represents a culture of people, not even my immediate family. It represents the world. You know what I'm saying? Safe is not exposed to danger or risk. You know what I'm saying? A play is a daily engagement. We making a safe play by sitting here talking and engaging with the audience and telling the world something. Y'all who might listen, some people gonna hate, some people gonna criticize, but it's gonna touch somebody and it's gonna touch them in a different way, and it's gonna touch that person to break and shake in their world. So where they're gonna go out here and after this interview, they're gonna tee up.
Facts. you gonna have some shit to do.
Nah, for real, like you
For
know
real.
what I'm saying. So
I personally I say for me, I'm respect driven. I'm driven by respect, because if I know money brings respect, success brings respect, relationship brings respect if you're in it right. But I just respect is the overall for me. Yeah, Birdman is an Aquarius, bro. So when he came to the interview and was like, "Oh, Tree, y'all put respect on my name," like I felt that. Like
I feel you.
We big on our respect, and just
like I feel like that's everything. That's three things. That's the streets code: money, power, respect. But in the streets, the money come first, the power comes second, then the respect come last. Only simply because if you ain't getting no money, niggas ain't gonna respect you, for one.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? For two, the smallest nigga can have, as long as he got paid, Hitler goddamn ran the world. You know what I'm saying? Small nigga really have power. You don't gotta be big to have power now. So if you getting money, you definitely got some power depending on how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna respect you depending on your level of money and power. So I feel like that's just a part of a law. And you don't even gotta live by that code. It come with it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even gotta live by that. But I can be a person who don't care nothing about that. But being that I got a certain amount of money, it's bringing it.
Attracting it.
It attracted.
That's what I care about, man. I don't like being slept on.
For sure.
And I feel like I do too much shit out here in this world, like too much good. I do a lot of good. Can't do too much good. But I do a lot of good to where I should be earning a lot of respect.
I feel the same too. A lot of people say like you deserve more or you just, but I just stopped caring because at the end of the day, I feel like I said, it's back to the diamond in the dirt. Yep. You can't hide that greatness, no matter who say they respect it. Because half the people who we know respect it will never tell you.
Facts.
They ain't gonna never tell you.
Right.
So if you living for that moment, bro, I feel like sometimes you'll be chasing the wrong energy because they ain't gonna respect it, bro. Right. They should. Now I feel like they should too. And it's a lot of shit that people should respect and say and just be real about you. But let's be honest.
People don't care about it these days.
It don't matter.
Speaking of like relationship though, what's your status?
Currently, I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
I'm in a relationship right now.
Okay. Not that I'm nosy like that.
Nah, I
don't see the relationship because I'm always seeing you work, and I love
that. Nah, for sure.
I love that you put that. I'm opposite. I'm one of them. Let me broadcast my girl.
Nah, shit. It ain't like that. Like I show my girl. I didn't show her. It's kind of like if you know, you know.
Right.
I've been in so many relationships where people live through me and like. I don't want to say the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to use wisdom. Like,
right.
Like
I feel you.
I just feel the need sometimes, like when you got a good person, you gotta hold on to that because you gotta
protect that.
Protect it. It's like because when you putting it all out there sometimes, and not because our relationship is different than how you and your girl is like both out there, like as far as that's how y'all met energy. You feel what I'm saying? Like we ain't get to that. Like we gonna get to that, but it ain't come in on that.
Right.
So I would be faking if I acting. Like
if you throwing it and
trying to make it seem like, you feel me? So
that makes sense.
Like I love my lady, you feel me? Like that. She gonna definitely be shown to the world. Right. But I've been caught up with showing the wrong things sometimes. And this ain't no show and tell game no more with me, like to where I'm showing everything I'm dating or everything I'm putting, because it make me look crazy sometimes. And I don't want to let nobody make me look crazy online.
Facts.
By just wanting to show the world or just because for that, oh, this mine's, or show people. Like I show her when I want to. She show me. You know.
Right. I done got to the point where it's like I want to take a step back from like I'll show picture. I'll show you we get fly 'cause we both like fashion. But it's like as far as like just going into details and talking about my relationship, I stopped all that shit because I found myself going in the same path that I had came from, and I had already had to tell myself that I don't want to live in a life in a relationship that's public anymore. So I had to remember my why,
Nah, for
and
sure.
I had put a stop to all of that.
Nah, for
So
sure.
I post some cute videos,
Nah, for sure. I
fly
ain't gonna lie.
pictures,
Social media for me, for sure, is for the brand. That's my baby. That was first.
facts.
Like no matter what relationship I was in, that was number one for me because I've been doing this before any relationship. Before I even had a relationship with myself,
Right.
I was doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I use it more so to brand me, like me as an entity, my company as the brand, and to socialize. Because I'm like not so sociable online, but to socialize to when it comes to that bag or a way to get it or booking or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But as far as like people may think I show a lot, but I ain't showed the half of everything. You know what I'm saying? I can really show so much more. I just don't. And when it comes to my relationship, that's not. I don't feel like that's what I'm selling.
Right, that ain't the brand.
That's what people hating
That's
on.
your
That's
privacy.
when you hating on. You know what I'm saying? People, I'm
and
opening
people be
up
looking for a weakness too.
I'm opening up a door for people to hate on what I got going on, and I ain't got time for
So
that right now.
speaking, like, since we on the topic of relationships, you think Bay would be mad if we play Smash or Pass? It's celebrities. It's harmless.
You shouldn't be.
All right, page number 2. All right,
you
guys.
stupid as hell.
All right, I got the okay that we about to play a game of Smash and Pass, y'all. And Trap has 3 seconds to answer these questions.
Boy, you crazy.
And if she don't answer it in 3 seconds, that means I have to answer for her. Let's start. All right, I got a list of females here. I got a list here, and you got 3 seconds to say whether you smash or pass them. Okay, and I'm gonna start. Person number 1, Jada Pinkett.
Pass.
What she do to you? Is it her sign? Is it cause she a Virgo? All right, we're just gonna let her pass.
She do that to me.
She ain't hitting on it.
Nah, I fuck with Jada. Like, set it off, Jada. I love Jada.
Set
like,
it off, man.
Jada like that, but
you said we weren't gonna hurt anybody, Frankie.
Yeah. Okay. Jada just got things that I wouldn't be cool with going on. You know what I'm saying?
Jada, you done did some shit to Trap.
Now you ain't do nothing to me. Yourself. I fuck with Jada though. Like ain't nothing like that. She beautiful. Like
yeah, she is. She
Jada bad. You feel me?
Yeah, but set it off, Jada fine as fuck.
Shit show.
Ruby Rose. Stop trying to look at my list, bro. Stop looking at the list. Hit your ass.
Boy, you trying to get me in trouble. Woo.
Nah, cause the industry you in, you really
got to be more careful.
You got to be
That's
careful.
Why I'm just saying pass. I might just pass.
You
everybody.
might have to pass everybody, man.
Just keep going.
All right, man. Young and mate.
Boy, you done lost your goddamn mind. Man, come on, man. We stepped on. Getting stepped on.
Okay, let me leave Trap alone, y'all. Big Lotto, not the little.
He going way too crazy.
She young too.
Stupid as hell. Way too crazy, boy.
All right, Trap is passing. I'm answering for Trap. I'm answering. All right, man. Lola Brooke.
Oh, who me?
Lola Brooke?
No, I'm straight.
Voice too deep.
I ain't with that. I don't mean she cool.
I'm gonna buff that nigga with the drum.
Oh no, she gonna goddamn be outside the crib.
Where you at, Trap? Trap with another girl in the house. I'ma rock her shit. Young Miami.
Young Miami.
Carisha, please.
Y'all going too crazy, boy.
Pass.
Let's go. Let's keep going.
It took you 10 seconds to answer that. All right, India Royale. That's Dirt baby mama, right?
I know. I fuck with Dirt. I pass on that. Out of respect.
Out of respect. JT from the City Girls. Y'all, this game's so weak because Trap got down. Trap, listen, I get it. I get what Trap's doing. What's understood ain't got to be explained, but I'm going to explain for y'all who don't understand. The power of the tongue is real. You know what I'm saying? So with Trap, she's in her vortex, right? So with her being in her vortex, that means she might manifest the things that she's saying. So if she sit on here and say, "I'll pass this person," and guess what? Shawty see this video and try to pull up like Trap. You say what? You know, smash.
You stupid as shit.
Now trapping the situation. So this is an example for you young buzzers out there who don't know nothing about affirmations, law of attraction, and manifestation and all that shit.
Stupid.
Trap is avoiding a lot.
Nah,
I ain't gonna play this game no more. I'm done though.
Right,
I had a whole bunch of people, but I ain't gonna hit you with the okay. All right, y'all. So we're done playing the games, as you can see. Trap, real shit. Like you like the most chill person I ever met. Like being around you, you really like just be giving game all day. And niggas don't know that the game is to be sold and not to be told. So every time that you done kick some shit to me, I always appreciate that shit because you always find a way by just you talking about what you experience, and you don't never talk about nobody. But when you talk about your own experiences and just life and how to deal with shit, you always remind me of the things I need to work on within myself. And that shit lit as fuck. And that's dope to be around somebody who can point out shit. Like I really feel like your name should be Gift, bro. Because that's a gift. I feel like you're always present. That's a gift. You're always present in your present, bro. That's a gift. You need to change your name to Gift. Real shit. But with everything you've been through, and I know you talked about visualizing and when you were younger, when you used to play ball and shit like that, like that young person in you, that 10-year-old you, could you say that right now, like you've made yourself that 10-year-old proud?
I done turned down a lot. Like I done turned up on the hustle, but I kind of like turned off that mode that people be wanting me to give sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm chasing a different energy, and I got to be present in a different world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's like I made myself happy, yes, because I found myself and not living for others. But I would tell my 10-year-old self to not follow the crowd. Like,
Word.
have your own lane, have your own motion. Don't follow the crowd, 10-year-old self. You know what I'm saying? It's a world full of people and a lot of different egos and different expectations that people want you to live up to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just be yourself and be different, you bring a different uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? You got your own glow.
Facts.
It's gonna come. You know
what I'm saying? I just had to say that. Sorry.
Shit gonna come. So I mean, even at 10, like, man, I was like playing basketball for real. I ain't have a care in the world at 10.
Mm-hmm.
I just always knew I wanted to be something big. I never knew what.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I say that too.
Even today, I still like strive for a greater purpose. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is. It's just a calling that you got on your life. From a 10-year-old self to a 90 or until you gone.
Right.
You feel me? So.
You believe in reincarnation?
To an extent. Not really. Like, I don't feel like when you die, you just come right back, like, through another body. I feel like that's, like, spiritual. Like, just living through, like.
I don't think energy dies.
I don't either. So I feel like that's different. That's the topic we might go too crazy on. So I don't even I feel like
we can get deep right there. That'll go to some old deep shit. And it'll probably go over people's heads that.
Nah, for sure.
We're gonna stay on the surface with y'all. But I definitely appreciate you for pulling up on me. I called you last minute, like, yo, what you doing? And you pulled up. And you had shit going on. Because like I said in the beginning, Trap got motion. She got motion, man. So I appreciate you even coming through and doing this interview.
Nah, for sure. My birthday coming up.
Aries season.
Aries season, man. Shout out to all the fire signs around the world, man. Yeah, my birthday coming up. April Fool, you know. I've been a fool. I was a fool before.
Bruh.
I was chasing what? I was a fool, man. I was a
I was a
fool
fool
with the
too.
tool. I was a fool. I was just a fool. I was doing foolish shit. I was doing shit that wouldn't even allow me to sit right where I'm sitting. So I can't even never act like how I once did because it's a blessing to be here, bro. It's the biggest blessing to be here, bro. Like, for real. It's the biggest blessing to be here. So I appreciate every moment, every interview, everybody who want to talk about what I got going on, what I'm doing. Shit, this shit keep me going, bro. Shout out all the people around the world that's doing something for themselves that might need a little motivation. They tapped into this interview and you need somebody to tell you, man, keep going. Fuck what they talking about, man. Even with this podcast, whatever you doing, Gramz, keep doing you, man. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't playing.
Setting standards. You setting major standards. You're making people work harder. You feel what I'm saying? I'm setting standards. I'm making people work harder. No matter what level you're on, you setting standards, man. Somebody got to still reach that level that's below you. So keep going up.
Appreciate it, bruh. Hey! Well, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to put all Trap's information down below if you want to follow her on Instagram. She's doing big things. I'm going to put her business page down there, personal page. She runs both of them like a business, so you go get the business. Go get the business. All right? Gotta go.